What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back. Match preview time. Pretty big game. I mean, they all seem to be big games, don't they, at this point? But this is huge in terms of who we're playing. A home game as well against this team that is well out of form. Is it going to be easy? No. But is it winnable? Absolutely. But before I get into that, please hit a like on the video, drop your comments in, subscribe if you're not subscribed, share the video around, and hit the notification bell, of course. Now, we've got West Ham at home on Wednesday night, January the 4th. Absolutely huge game. Absolutely huge game. There wasn't much to take from Jesse Marsh's press conference that I just watched. There wasn't anything of note. The only thing that was probably funny for me was Fabrizio Romano catching a stray. I don't know what he did to deserve that, but I guess it's frustrating when you're trying to do business behind closed doors and then all of a sudden it's leaked, especially by a giant like Fabrizio Romano. Maybe that's what he was alluding to in terms of the Max Verber deal being leaked, weeks before. But it's the way of the world. Listen, I've said to people in comments before, who call Fabrizio a tapping merchant. And usually what it means by that is that Fabrizio will get information like maybe hours after somebody's already broken it. But what he's doing, he's probably contacting the main people. He has footballers that love the here we go stuff. Footballers follow him and want the here we go when they're moved. Like he's just become a juggernaut in this game. So yeah, I mean, that was probably the most interesting thing in terms of Jesse Marsh talking there. We're not going to have Patrick Bamford back for this game. Shakara. Sinistera is coming closer. Be brilliant to get Sinistera back as soon as possible, just for that extra option on the left and going forward, just that X factor going forward. But this game against West Ham is absolutely huge. Now, in the last video, I've got to say as well, my match reaction, I don't usually do this. I don't usually go back and reiterate comments because I believe once I've said it, I've made it clear, then it shouldn't need to be said again. But a lot of people seem to, not a lot, but a few people misinterpreted what I was saying in terms of the Newcastle game. And I think it's because we escaped with a point why nobody really wanted to hear any constructive criticism. And that's usually how it works for some fans, and that's fair enough. But I said many times it was a brilliant point against Newcastle. We did very well to escape with a point. If they had their shooting boots on, they would have obviously won the game with how lopsided it was, especially in the second half. But it was more so the main thing I was saying is that it's not sustainable to play the way we're playing post the last tournament that was played. We can't keep chasing every game. We'll burn ourselves out by the end of February at best. So the main point of what I wanted was just to see us hold the ball more. That's it. Even if it means just passing it around the back, just to give some relief to our players that look like they're chasing shadows most of the games. Well, in the both Man City and Newcastle games, it's just not sustainable, people. You can't play football like that. You've got to give yourself half a chance. The thing is as well, I'm not asking for pretty football. I'm asking just to hold the possession a little bit. Much like we did towards the end against Newcastle where we started to do some S-housing. It was needed, and I'm glad that they did it. But you've got to change. You can't just keep kicking the ball out of play. I've lost count of how many times we've kicked the ball out of play in the last two games against Man City and Newcastle. It's been ridiculous. The amount of times where we just get the ball and lump it up the pitch and it comes straight back. You have to give yourselves a better chance in games in terms of just keeping possession and conserving energy. That was it. That was it. And I think like that message got lost a little bit, but I don't do this a lot, but that's the only time I'm going to, clarify some comments in regards to the last game, because it was a great point. Meslier was definitely the man of the match. And yeah, we move on. And listen, the West Ham game coming up is a perfect game at home for us to change the way that we're playing. It's going to be a very different game. West Ham do love to counter as well, but they're having a very, very bad season. And you'd look at their squad and think, how are they having a bad season? They've spent a fair bit of money. I know, I see a lot of West Ham fans talking, saying that Moyes is the problem. Thankfully for us, Moyes has been given more time, so he'll be in the dugout for this game. But you just wonder, where is it going wrong? Souček has fallen off a cliff. Souček was looking like one of the best holding midfielders in the league a couple of years ago. Now I think he got rested in the last game, which is very unlike David Moyes. He usually always goes with that Rice-Souček pivot. It can't be a pivot with two players. Pairing, I should say. So This game here, and being West Ham in the position area, listen, they're in 17th place now on 14 points. We're in 14th place with 16 points. Clear favourites, of course. But this is a very, very winnable game. And you just think the 3 points that would give us take us up to 19th points. West Ham will stay there on 14. That the cushion, every cushion is important at this stage. Because you see Forest taking a point from Chelsea. Didn't see that coming. Villa beat going to Spurs and winning 2-0. Didn't see that coming. There's a lot of results like that, much like when we beat Liverpool 2-1. I guess, no one saw that coming too. But that's what I mean. It's just so congested and so tight that every point helps. So for me, we need to go on the front foot in this game. I don't want to see us chasing this one. I feel that we've got more than enough to match up to West Ham in this game. We've got to take advantage as well. One thing I've always said on this channel is we've got to take advantage of a team's bad spot. When they're in a bad spot, we've got to do that against West Ham. Let's pour the pressure on David Moyes. Let's get an early goal and put them under pressure. Get their away and just silent or even booing them. Let's put them under pressure. And I think we can do that. I think we can definitely do that. We're going to need to see us, as I say, hold the ball more, create more. We definitely need to create more chances. The chance creation in the last two games has been abysmal. This is a game where we can reset and get the chance creation up. Let's create some chances for Rodrigo. Rodrigo is being used as an out-and-out striker right now. He needs a service. He can't do it without service. Hopefully, we'll see Somerville at some point in this game. And yeah, I just what I want to see. It's not even so much a good performance. I'll take a bad performance and 3 points. I really would, but I just want to see the players look like they know each other on the pitch. That would be a fine start. 3 consecutive passes would be lovely. You see what I'm asking for, you people? I'm not even asking for a lot. I'm asking for the bare minimum, probably less than that. But we do need to see a little bit more in the performances. And a home game against West Ham, this version of West Ham is perfect. I'm going to give my score prediction now. I'm going to say that we're going to win 2-1. I'm not going to say it's easy. I think it's going to be very tight. I think both teams will be nervy. I think, you think about us where the Leeds players will know that us as fans will look at this game and think it's a winnable game. So there's going to be pressure on them for that. West Ham are going into this one. David Moyes under pressure. The players are under pressure. Declan Rice hasn't looked the same. Is Declan Rice even all there? He made the comments in the last tournament that was played that he wants to play Champions League football. Is he fully focused on the job there? These are things that we all have to take advantage of. The Leeds United players have to take advantage of. So yeah, I'm going to say 2-1. Give me your score predictions in the comments. Do you think that this is a winnable game? Do you think that West Ham will probably have too much for us? Again, looking at some of the attacking threats, Bowen, he's been off it this year. Antonio, he scores 1 goal every 6 months. Let's not let it be against us. I think Skamaka's out injured as well. Possibly. I think he was out injured in the last game. So yeah, man, come on, Leeds. Let's get this done. Let's get 3 points Wednesday night. Let's push ourselves up the table and have a bit of breathing space from those in the relegation zone. I'm going to leave it there, people. Give me your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like before you leave as well. Peace out.